Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Morgan Boglin, and I am your Director of Communications for Boys and Girls Clubs of the Gulf Coast. We're here today again with our education series. We're super excited. We have a brand new host for you guys, a club kid that I have had the pleasure of working with firsthand. He's a Keystone member. He actually went to our National Keystone Conference in Orlando last year, and just an outstanding kid. So he's going to be our host for today and talk with two great representatives of Mississippi State University. And we hope that you guys get some good information. Take it away, Avion.
Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to the Boys and Girls Club of the Gulf Coast Education and Career Series. BGCGC is committed to developing globally competitive graduates and equipping young people with the resources they need to be successful in the 21st century careers. Our programs, such as Career Launch, Money Matters, Junior Staff, Power Hour, and Summer Brain Gain, are tailored to meet the needs of children and teens in the world today. Our club members have a cumulative 3.0 GPA, and 100% of our club members graduate on time with a post-secondary plan. During the series, we will be bringing you experts in the field of education and career opportunity, whether it's college, trade school, military, or something else. We want you to know that there are options available for what best fits you. Hi, my name is Avion Walker. I'm 17. I'm going to my senior year at Bay High, and I go to the Hancock County Center at the Boys and Girls Club Gulf Coast. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing two very special guests, Margaret Burke and Walter Jenkins. Thank you two for joining us.
Thanks, Avion. I'm glad to be here.
Me too. We're so excited.
Well, I'm a little excited too, but a little nervous at the same time. Okay.
It'll be all right.
So, Margaret, tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
Okay, so I myself am a Mississippi State graduate. I graduated in 2018, and then I went on to pursue higher education, actually. So that's careers where you're working in administration, faculty, staff, things like that, at colleges and universities. My husband and I live in Pensacola, Florida. So currently, I'm a regional recruiter for Mississippi State. So that's why we're talking to you guys. Walk and I both are affiliated with the Gulf Coast. So although we work for Mississippi State, we have recruiters all over the nation to be able to talk and help students everywhere. So the counties and kind of territory that I'm responsible for are Greene, George, and Jackson counties in Mississippi, South Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle.
Well, it's good to know that there are places out there to get that information and go see. Okay, so thank you again for joining us today. Walter, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I'm also a graduate from Mississippi State University. I graduated in May of 2019. Got a degree in broadcast communication and started working for the the Office of Admissions and Scholarships pretty much right thereafter. So I've been there for about a year now, and the service area I cover as a regional recruiter is the rest of the Mississippi Gulf Coast. So I've got Hancock, Harrison, Pearl River, Perry, and Stone counties in Mississippi, and then I cover the large portion of South Louisiana. So kind of all over the place a little bit, just like Margaret, but super happy to be here. I love being on the coast. I love being able to help out the wonderful students that y'all have got down here on the coast, and it's been a blessing and a pleasure. And I'm glad to be here with you today.
Well, I'm glad to be here too. Actually, Mississippi State is one of the colleges I will be looking at.
Hey, we love to hear that. Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I have a couple of questions for you guys. So when is a good time to be applying to Mississippi State?
Okay, that's a great question. So for all of you guys listening and watching today who are seniors, rising seniors, will be seniors this fall, our application for fall 2021 goes live August 1st. we don't really have a deadline for that. We do have a priority date, so obviously we encourage you, as soon as it opens, go ahead and start working on that. We even have something called Maroon at Midnight. So some people who are super excited and ready to start that college process actually stay up until midnight and they fill out the application, which, obviously you don't have to do that, but it's just something kind of fun that some people do. And also it's kind of important because your scholarship application and your housing application, especially your housing application, those are based on when you apply. So the earlier you apply, the better. So August 1st is y'all's date.
I'll keep that in mind. Okay, next question. Is it possible for students to be enrolled for courses at Mississippi State while they are still in high school?
Hey, it's a great question. So what you're talking about is dual enrollment. A lot of high schools across the state offer dual enrollment. With Mississippi State in particular, we do have some dual enrollment classes, but they are limited to the schools that support them, your high schools that support them. So the number one way to figure out if you will be able to take dual enrollment classes at Mississippi State while you're still in high school would be to go and speak with your high school guidance counselor. They're going to be the ones that know 100% whether or not Mississippi State is supported by that high school. So for instance, we offer it, but not every school, not every high school in the state supports it from us. There are a lot of community colleges that are closer and more regionally available. So you find a lot more dual enrollment that way. With that being said, even if your high school does not offer dual enrollment from Mississippi State University will accept dual enrollment classes from just about any community college in the state. So if you take dual enrollment, say at MGCCC, and you want that dual enrollment to transfer to Mississippi State, you're in the clear. You're perfectly fine to do that.
Well, I know my school offers dual enrollment classes, and hopefully I get into them my senior year. So another question. How important are a student's ACT score and high school GPA as it is concerned to applying to college?
Okay. So at Mississippi State, the admissions process starts when you apply. And in order to apply, we require an ACT or an SAT score, as well as your high school transcripts. So I would say both of those things weigh pretty heavily. We do look automatically at 9th through 11th grade, so we're not really looking at senior year. We will in special circumstances, but so we look at 9th through 11th grade year, and then your ACT scores, and all of those are listed on the website for in-state students and out-of-state students. They differ a little bit, but I would say both are very important. If you're worried and you think, oh gosh, like my GPA falls a little bit below what they're hoping, there are sometimes instances where we do look at senior year grades. So just because we look up to junior year, don't go crazy senior year. Make sure you keep your grades up and stuff like that, especially for scholarship purposes. We do have students who take the ACT and the SAT tons of times to just try to keep getting their score up even after they've gotten in, because the GPA and the ACT and SAT scores count heavily for academic scholarships as well.
That was a lot to take in. One more. Okay, so are there programs for young people who may not be interested in traditional schooling, or what are some specialized programs that Mississippi State offers?
Sure. So Mississippi State isn't really known as a trade school. So if you're looking to get into any type of trade, such as welding is a big one that comes up. I get asked about vehicle mechanics all the time. I get asked about culinary arts, culinary school all the time. And Mississippi State doesn't offer direct programs for those trades. However, just this year, we have started what we call our Bachelor's in Applied Science, or BAS program. And what that will do is if a student graduates high school and they go to a trade school, or they go to a community college that offers an associate's degree in that trade, they can trade or they can transfer those credits from that community college or trade school to Mississippi State and come to us as a transfer student and work on a bachelor's degree, which up until now hasn't been possible. So that bachelor's degree opens new avenues for you. A lot of places, if they're going to have any type of managerial role, look for a bachelor's degree. So by getting this Bachelor of Applied Science, you open yourself up to that. And we offer several different concentrations in that. So if you want to put a business twist on your trade, you can. There's a communication side of things as well. There's not an education program just yet, but there are several education classes that are part of the BAS program, so you can get a background in that as well. So it helps you round out your trade, helps you get into different areas of the trade of your job force, if that's what you're looking for. So as far as trade school, like I say, no, but we do offer this BAS program to help trade students that want to further their education. As far as any type of specialized programs, Mississippi State does have some specialties in certain areas that I think we can get to in a little bit. But we do offer some programs that are hard to find that you might not always think about, especially if you think about Mississippi State. One of those programs being golf management. We are one of the only universities in the nation that offers a PGA sponsored pro golf management course. So there is some caveats with getting in that, but most of those students graduate and go on to work on the PGA Tour. So that's super cool, and those students always have a lot of fun. They're always some of the most relaxed, and they enjoy themselves. We also have programs like fashion design. We have programs, a lot of different and interesting programs like that that you wouldn't necessarily think about when you thought about Mississippi State.
Okay, well, speaking of that, I have another question kind of sort of close to that. What are some of the academic colleges offered at Mississippi State?
Sure. So at Mississippi State, we've got a number of academic colleges, and that's how our majors are broken down. Each one of them, each one of our academic colleges serves a certain study area. So, for instance, we have the College of Business. So, if you're interested in anything business related, be it business management, be it administration, accounting, finance, you can go to our College of Business. And within there, one of the standout programs, really for the whole university, is our International Business Program. It's a 5-year program. But in that 5 years, you actually earn 2 degrees. You earn a business degree of your choosing. You also earn a foreign language degree of your choosing. And the 5th year that you're at Mississippi State, you won't be on our campus. You'll actually be studying, at least in the past, you'll be studying abroad. We're still working out on how that, with the pandemic and all that, trying to see how that's going to work out. But that international business program is still something that we offer. So it will be changing moving forward. But it's an excellent idea if business and doing kind of liaison work, something like that is something you're interested in. Those students up until now have graduated with 100% job placement rate. So any student that completed that international business program had a job waiting on them by the time they walked across the stage at graduation. So it's an excellent option there. One of the other schools that we're known for predominantly is our School of Engineering, our Bagley College of Engineering. We're one of the top engineering schools in the nation. And we offer a number of engineering degrees, be it mechanical, be it petroleum engineering is a big one now. The program just got revamped. We've got chemical engineering. We've got civil engineering. Pretty much, if you can think of it as far as engineering goes, you can find it at Mississippi State. And we've got great programs there, such as co-ops that help students get on-the-job training while they're still earning their degree. And it's one of our flagship programs that we're very proud of. We also have the College of Arts and Sciences, which is more of, it's actually our largest college on campus. That's where you're going to find things like communication, biology. You're going to find a lot of your physical sciences here. You're going to find psychology, sociology, anything like that. Some of your more general type experiences there. Math will fall under here as well. We've got the the College of Forest Resources. We've got the College of Education. So if you're thinking about being a teacher one day, you've got the College of Education to look at. We also offer kinesiology under the College of Education. So that's like if you're going to be like a physical therapist, or you wanted to be maybe an occupational therapist. You can look at our kinesiology program. That can really help you out as far as that goes. And another one of our big flagship programs that we've got that you could really talk a lot about is our College of Ag and Life Sciences. I'm going to toss it over to Margaret for this one because she's the expert on it. she's got it down pat. So Margaret, why don't you tell us a little bit about Ag and Life Sciences?
Yes, thanks, Walker. So our College of Agriculture and Life Science is actually one of the biggest programs and departments on campus. So way back when the school started in 1878, we actually started out as an agricultural and life science school. So we are proud of that. A lot of the in-state folks know us as an agricultural school. Um, but what I love most about the College of Ag and Life Science is that you could go through, you could do your undergraduate degree and come out and you could be a fashion designer. You could be, you could manage a golf course. You could be a chef. There's such a wide variety of programs within that college that gives students so many options. So when you think of ag and life sciences, you probably don't think of fashion and merchandising, but that's probably one of the most exciting ones, especially for me. I love clothes and all that stuff, and I think that's something that is a really popular choice too. We have an MSU fashion board, which is a big club that's affiliated with that. We have, like Walker mentioned earlier, the golf. So we have a big PGA golf management. And with that, on the ag and life sciences side, we have the agronomy, the agribusiness, and everything with the grass. So I know someone's probably mentioned it before, but we're really into grass at Mississippi State. And the I can't remember, Walker, which I know it's the baseball field and the football field. When we've won several awards for the grass that we've grown at Mississippi State. So whether you really do, you want to be a fashion designer or you want to grow grass, you can do it with, all under the same umbrella. So that's one of the things we're most proud of. There are a ton of options. It's also a great way to go if you're interested in pre-health. So we have a lot of students in that college that are pre-vet, pre-med, pre-dental, pre-pharmacy, things like that. So just within that college, there's a vast number of opportunities and things to do. So it's a great choice.
Okay, so what types of extracurricular activities are available for students at Mississippi State?
Okay, that's a great question, and something probably a lot of people want to know, because college is all about academics, but also, we want our students to have fun and we want them to enjoy their time in Starkville. There are so many opportunities for student life outside of the classroom. We have tons of clubs and organizations, student government, intramurals, Greek life's pretty big. There are a lot of volunteer and service opportunities that I could appreciate when I was a student, because of course you want to do fun things, but you also want to do some things and get involved in some things that look good on your resume. So the student association and student government, those are really big things. Like I mentioned before, Greek life, that's pretty big on our campus and gives you a ton of leadership and service opportunities. And then you have just fun things like intramurals. We have clubs for literally anything you could ever want, whether it's chess or pre-vet or, literally anything. We have a lot of students who come in, and if they can't find something they want in the 400 that we have, then they create their own, which also looks really good on a resume, and is a great way to, find your little circle. It helps make the campus and the community a lot smaller for you. So there are a ton of opportunities. There's outdoor stuff to do. I was never bored when I lived in Sartville. So there's a lot of great opportunities there as well.
Okay, so I know this is a lot of questions that most kids ask. What are the options students have as it concerns of financial aid and scholarships?
Sure. So that's a great question. And you're right, we do get that a lot. So I want to tackle financial aid first. So with financial aid, Mississippi State, of course, we'll look at all of the stuff granted by the federal government, right? So with financial aid, the thing you want to do is fill out your FAFSA. It normally opens up sometime around October, I think mid to late October. It's normally when that opens up. So your FAFSA, that's how they're going to be able to tell how many or how much student loans you can take out. The government's going to look at that and see if you're eligible for any grants like the Pell Grant and how much of that grant you're eligible for, be it full Pell or some other amount. So that's all going to be done through the FAFSA, which again goes through the U.S. government, and we can get that information and all of that we can disperse to you through our means as well, so that you got it coming from two different places. As far as financial aid goes, there's also aid from the state of Mississippi. So, and I'm not sure when that particular application opens up, but you can apply for financial aid through the state. Most of the time it'll pull right up if you Google state of Mississippi financial aid, should pop right up for you. It's a quick application, never takes very long to fill out, and that will get you eligible for either MTAG or the Mississippi Eminent Scholars Grant, or MESG, one or the other. It can also look and see if you're qualified for a HELP grant, which it's not exactly the same, but it is similar to something like Pell. So that's where you can get all of that information. And again, Mississippi State accepts all of these forms of financial aid. So those are your options as far as financial aid goes. For scholarships, we've got so many that I can't even begin to name them all off the top of my head. We have a great resource on our website. You can go to scholarships.msstate.edu, and that will show you a full comprehensive list of all of the scholarships that we offer at the university. But I can get into a few of the more popular ones. We've got our academic excellence scholarships. Those are available to every student based on ACT and GPA, ACT or SAT and GPA, like Margaret touched on earlier. And those amounts vary from year to year. But like I said, just by applying to Mississippi State, if you meet that ACT and GPA requirement, you're eligible for some scholarships from us. We've also got a valedictorian scholarship, a salutatorian scholarship. There's a star student scholarship. We've got key club scholarships. We've got scholarships if you attend Boys State or Girls State. We've got Boy Scouts and Girl Scout scholarships. We've got a number of different scholarships that really play into all kinds of different activities and things you can become involved with while you're in high school. So anything that you do, try and get involved, put that on your resume, get your name out there, volunteer, do work for your community. All of that can come back to help you when you start looking at scholarships. And like I said, that's just a few of them. Each department that we have on campus has their own set of scholarships as well that you can apply for. So like I said, the options are really limitless there. And you can find all of that information on our website for a more in-depth rundown.
Okay, so when is the best time for students to apply for financial aid and scholarships?
Okay, so financial aid, the federal, you'll go online and you'll fill out your FAFSA. That opens every year, October 1st. So no matter where you go to school, you're going to want to fill that out because usually scholarships are based on your FAFSA. And so that's really important. That's how I went to school through the federal government really helped me. And so I could not encourage you guys enough. October 1st, you've got to fill that out. As far as our scholarships go, so let's say you, Avion, apply midnight, August 1st. So you'll automatically be eligible based on your ACT and your GPA, like Walker mentioned. for our admissions scholarships. So just right then and there, right off the bat, you'll be eligible for some scholarships. Our general scholarship application, which is departmental, leadership, merit-based, things like that, that application opens in early October. So October is a pretty big month. Just remember that. Make sure you fill out the scholarship application too, even if you think, hey, I don't really meet this criteria, XYZ, just fill it out. I know that when I was a senior, I was busy trying to graduate and things like that. And so I didn't take it as seriously as I should have. And so I missed out on those scholarships. So I cannot stress enough scholarships, fill out the applications. And, if there's an essay or things like that, I know that kind of stinks, but it will pay off in the end. And in October, early October, October 1st, actually fill out your FAFSA. So we've got some pretty important dates we've been talking about. Apply August 1st and fill out your FAFSA October 1st.
You think since my birthday's you think like my birthday's on October 30th, might get a little birthday present? That'd be a great
Hey, yeah.
So what are the plans for Mississippi State for the future as it relates to the COVID-19 precautions?
Sure. So as of right now, Mississippi State University is planning on being full speed ahead. Come August, we are planning on having all of our classes still be on campus. Of course, now there are going to be offline options, and we do offer online classes annually anyway, but there are going to be some online options for you. But for the most part, we are, like I said, expecting to be full speed ahead. We are working on contingency plans should anything happen, but right now we're planning on everybody being back, everybody enjoying the Bulldog family face to face on our beautiful campus and enjoying themselves just like you would any other year. So that's kind of what we're working towards. Nothing as of right now has changed. So like I said, planning on being full speed ahead.
Okay. If there was one thing you want young people to know about attending Mississippi State, what would it be?
Walker might have to, jump on right behind me and say, his piece about it. But I think for Mississippi State students, college, no matter where you go, seems overwhelming. It seems scary. I know I myself was scared to death. But Mississippi State, they really take care of their own. And the sooner you get involved and jump in, the better you'll feel. But Mississippi State takes really good care to make sure that you want to be here, you found your place here, and not every college and university does that. And so I know that's being somebody who's shy and was super overwhelmed to go 5 hours from home. They really helped me kind of make that transition.
Okay.
Absolutely. And to piggyback off that, for my advice to incoming students, my advice to you, Avion, is, and this goes for Mississippi State, but really it goes for pretty much anywhere you want to look at. Just one thing that I would tell students is don't forget to enjoy the experience, right? That's what college is about. Yes, it's about the education. Yes, it's about bettering yourself and putting yourself in a better position for the rest of your life. But you're spending 4 years of life there, and you've got to enjoy it, right? You've got to love where you are, and you've got to really be a part of that experience and be active in that. Because if you don't enjoy it, if you're miserable, right, your grades are going to suffer, and it's going to be adversely effective on you and your family. So when you're looking at universities, when you're looking at colleges and where to go, you want to find some place that's that fits you, that makes you happy, that you think you can be successful at, and enjoy that experience it gives you. Because let me tell you, harsh reality check when I graduated is you don't get to do college again. You only got it one chance. Even if you go back to grad school, you only get those first 4 years one time. So you want to make sure that you enjoy it and you make the most of it. So that's my advice.
Okay. Well, our questions are done. Okay, so now we're gonna transition to a fun game to close out called a rapid fire. I'm going to give you questions or this or that options, and I want you to give me the first answer that comes to mind. Margaret answers first, and then Walter, your answer second.
All right.
Okay. Question number 1. What is your hidden talent?
Jump roping.
Hey, there we go. Guitar. I play guitar every now and then.
What is the one thing you do not like about yourself?
I had braces for like 8 years of my life, and my teeth still are not straight.
That is horrible.
I know.
I was gonna say teeth too, so we're on the same boat there.
Grits
I know.
or
Now everyone's gonna be looking at our teeth.
I know. I didn't want to say it, but you said it, so it gave me confidence.
grits or oatmeal?
Grits, cheese grits.
Cheesy grits. Or
Yeah,
oatmeal.
yeah, grits all the way. You get the cheese and the butter in there, you can't beat that.
Would you rather relax on the beach or climb up a mountain?
Beach for sure.
Yeah, beach all the way.
iPhone or Android?
I really don't have a preference. I guess I have an iPhone, but if I had an Android, I would like it just as much. So whatever.
Or not really much different.
Yeah, I'm a big Apple fanboy. Y'all just have to get mad at me later.
Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
Say neither.
What is one thing you want to learn to do?
I bought my dad a banjo for Father's Day, and I kind of want to learn how to play it.
You know, I was going to say learn how to play the banjo too, but I can't keep copying you. So,
You already know how to play guitar, though. That's good.
well, I know, but I want to learn both. I guess learn to play the piano. A lot of mine's musical, so we'll say piano.
That's a good one.
A piano's relaxing. So, what is your favorite Disney character?
Ariel, because I like the ocean a whole lot, and like the mermaid world is super cool. I wish I was a mermaid, so gotta go with Ariel.
I can't remember his name, but when I was a kid, I used to watch The Fox and the Hound all the time, and so I got to go with the Fox. I think his name is Toby, maybe. I don't know why that stuck in my head, but the Fox from Fox and the Hound.
Who is the funniest person you know?
My husband.
I would say probably my stepdad, not because he tries to be funny, just because he gets himself in the worst situations, and it's always hilarious.
Sweet or salty?
Sweet.
Yeah, I'd probably go with sweet too.
Okay, so do you use emojis when you text?
Yes.
Every now and then, yeah.
So what is your favorite emoji?
Ooh.
Probably the eye roll. The one where
Definitely my
he's
favorite.
like looking up. Yeah, that's mine.
Mine's probably the shocked face where it's like you can't believe somebody just did that. That's mine. I do that all the time.
Would you mind showing us that face?
Let's see your eye roll, Margaret.
You like look straight up. You're like.
I don't even know if I can do the straight face. Mine's like.
Yes.
All right, Avion, what about you? What's your favorite emoji? Let's see the face.
Mine was the eye roll.
Yours was an eye roll too?
Nice.
Yeah, it's like that.
All right. I can get behind it.
Okay. That was fun. Okay. So, we hope this information has helped inform you about the options available at Mississippi State for post-secondary education. Be sure to follow the Boys and Girls Club of the Gulf Coast on Facebook and tune in this Thursday at 1 p.m. for Elements of Scholar Athlete with our special guest, Travis Swagger.